To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die is to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die is to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go. When blood burns, how prodigal the soul lends, the tongue vows. Give many man thy ear, but few thy tongue. So full of artless jealousy is guilt, it spills itself in fearing to be spilt. God hath given you one face, and you make yourselves another. To thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night and day. Thou canst not then be fake to any man. To be honest, as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000. Youth to itself rebels, though none else near. One may smile and be a villain. I must be cruel to be kind. Thus bad begins and worst remains behind. There's nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so, and there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Berkeley, a significant
When Czars come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, dissolve, and resolve itself into a dew. Do not set my life at a pin's fee. For my soul, what can it do to that, being a thing immortal as itself? What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like God, the beauty of this world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? The time is out of joint, O cursed spite, that I was ever born to set it right.